Hey, what's up? Like, totally time for 90210.
Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to the 90210 show. My name is Mark. With me as always is my girlfriend Carol. How you doing today, Carol?
Hey, what's up? Did I get downgraded from fiance? Are we not engaged anymore?
Fiance. I'm sorry, fiance.
The stack of bridal guides all around the house should be some kind of reminder, but
Carol,
apparently not.
Carol, could you forgive and forget that I forgot to call you fiance?
I guess we'll have to see.
Did I say it's July 17th, 1998?
I don't think so.
Well, it is.
Good for
It
you.
is that. Look at the date on the newest bridal magazine. A June wedding. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, not this June, obviously.
I was going to say, yeah, that passed.
That's passed. But maybe a June wedding. Maybe, I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. Everybody gets married in June.
An October wedding.
That sounds more fun.
A May wedding.
Meh.
Meh?
Meh.
Meh. Anyway.
We'll see how it goes.
Speaking of meh, we watched an episode of 90210.
Right?
Got them.
What?
I got them.
Got what?
I roasted them. 90210.
What?
I got them.
How?
Because I said, speaking of meh.
Okay. Oh, haha.
Yeah, I got them.
Good job, baby.
Wow. Show some fucking culture. Listen to some other slang around the world.
The hell?
Talk to an Australian. Talk to an Australian, mate.
If you're going to take me to Australia.
No. You know, the 90% of koalas have hepatitis. No, what is it? They have herpes.
Ew.
Yeah.
That's sad, though.
You know, koalas are so dumb that if they're starving and they see a pile of eucalyptus leaves on the ground, they won't eat it because they don't realize it's food because it's not on the tree.
Oh, wow. That's pretty bad.
And they fall out of those trees all the time.
Wow.
Yeah. My mom went to Australia once. Said the koalas were nasty little buggers. Anyway, speaking of nasty little buggers, 90210.
Right.
We start out with the aftermath of Kelly's brush with death.
Yeah, so they're at Cedars-Sinai. That has become like the main backdrop of the show.
I feel like they have some sort of like rights worked out with Cedars-Sinai or something.
I guess so.
Cedars-Sinai is paying for advertisements.
Well, isn't that like the biggest hospital in the LA area?
I think so, yeah.
So
if you're wealthy,
sense. Right?
And it helps to be Jewish, come to Cedars-Sinai.
So, yeah, she got shot and she's being taken into emergency surgery.
Through the heart.
And we find out after waiting for hours, that where?
She gets an Asian doctor.
Yeah.
Which has got to be a plus, right?
Sure.
Cedars-Sinai only hires Asian surgeons.
But, oh my God. But they obviously, surgeons, I don't know. I was going to say obviously not because she was dating that one doctor, but whatever.
Yeah. Oh, remember that? Yeah. God.
Yeah, where is he? He should be visiting her. But we find out she got shot in the intestine. There were two tears in her intestine. And
she spilled her. So now she's literally full of shit.
Right? That's so awful. No wonder it took so long. Like, they got to clean all that up.
Yeah. Also nicked her leg.
Yeah, her femoral artery.
Not a good one to nick.
I feel like that was going one too far because she was conscious when they got there. And I think if she'd been bleeding...
Brandon!
If she'd been bleeding out like that, she wouldn't have been as with it as she was.
No.
Yeah. And she probably wouldn't have made it, honestly.
Probably not. I don't know how far away they were from Cedars-Sinai Hospital, but...
Well, it's LAX Airport.
Yeah.
Cedars-Sinai Hospital. Now,
I'm
we don't
not
have a
familiar
map.
enough with the LA area to know that, Carol.
Come on, you know everything.
I mean, I assume that there was an ambulance nearby because there usually is around the airport.
Right.
So, if she got very quick medical intervention, she'd probably live.
Yeah, I mean, maybe the EMTs, saved her. But Anyways, she's gonna be fine. They said, she's gonna probably sleep till morning, but she's gonna be fine. So everybody goes home. Except Brandon and her mother.
Yeah.
Prior to that, though, it was, I think, even earlier than that, the police came and talked to everybody. So it was
a grizzled detective.
It was hilarious because they're asking them all to describe the dude. Now, first of all, again, they had all walked off to their respective cars, and they're getting ready to go home.
They all went to their places.
So
waited for
right.
the call of action.
But, I mean, it's kind of ridiculous that they all think they saw the face of the shooter.
Yeah, I didn't think that 90210 would delve into the unreliability of eyewitness testimony.
But they did, yes. It was pretty funny.
It's funny because everyone has a very different... like some people's prejudices obviously come through.
Right.
David, I was a Hispanic guy. Fuck Mexicans, he says. And somebody's else, I was a white guy.
Now,
blonde hair, brown hair.
Most people, though, were kind of like, I don't know. And then Brandon's just like, oh, definitely was, this.
Well, so I guess they juxtaposed it with, everyone saying, all these words. Oh, he was a tall guy or whatever.
Oh, he's short.
Donna's like, he had a horn. And it's just, you can see the looks on the officers' faces and everything. And then they go to Brandon. It's so everyone's sitting on a couch, like a hospital waiting room couch. And it's a montage of clips of all the people. Then they get to Brandon and they slowly push in. And he was like, 5'9", 160 pounds, dark hair, thin lips. It's and he's fucking I don't know, doing a Beckett play or something like that. And the police officer, the detective's like, is that all? He's like, one more thing. If you put him in front of me, I'll kill him.
Which is so ridiculous.
And then they cut to their stupid theme song where him and Steve bump chests in the most unathletic way I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's kind of stupid.
But it's so I always I imagine after they cut, because it's their life or whatever. After we cut that scene, the detective's like, "Yeah, we're not going to do that. Though. We won't let you murder him."
I want to understand something though. Okay, we get all these people with all these different descriptions. And they ask Brandon to come down and ID the guy. Mm-hmm. So why do they trust Brandon's description and nobody else's?
So Brandon was the one that was right there, that had a conversation with the guy.
Right.
That was in the best position to see. I understand why they brought him down to identify the guy. He also, Kelly's description, because they ask her to, correlates with what he says more or less. What I don't understand is why they asked anyone else.
Yeah.
They didn't see anything. Obviously, they didn't see anything very well.
Right, because they were all supposed to be gone at their own cars.
At one point, they were like, how many people were there? And somebody goes 2. And I think Brian Austin Green or whatever goes 3. There were 3 of them. It's they didn't even know how many people there were.
Right. Yeah, it's crazy. So then the next day they call Brandon down to ID this guy.
Come to a lineup.
And, he just immediately identifies him without them even going through the whole process or whatever.
Number 1, step forward and shoot this guy.
And he's like, number 4, it's number 4.
It's are you sure? Yep. All right.
And they didn't even finish.
Get the rest out of here.
But, I don't know. I mean, I've never done a lineup, so I have no idea how it works, but it seems
I've done a candy lineup.
What?
No, that's a thing from Seinfeld. They were all Twix.
No, it seems like they would finish.
I don't. The detective has blue balls. You didn't let me finish, Brandon. No, I think so from what I understand of lineups, they had, I think, 5 or 6 people in there. I believe 2 or 3 of them would be plants from the police department. People that either have alibis or just volunteer. People they know didn't do it. Right. So that they can have, a control group. And they have sometimes only just their one suspect.
Right.
But sometimes a couple of potential suspects. And so then they can kind of, weed out false IDs. But if he's very adamant, it's number 4, and that's not one of their plants or whatever, I'm sure they'd be like, okay, we got it.
Yeah. So I don't our eyewitness accounts, right? From the last episode when we saw the guy, I didn't recognize.
I thought he was blonde.
Oh, he definitely was not blonde. I remember that he had dark hair. I did remember that.
I thought he was blonde.
That's so funny. No.
I thought he was a blonde white guy wearing like a white sweatshirt hood type thing.
He was wearing a white t-shirt and jeans.
Okay. But I thought he was blonde.
When
I saw the dark hair, I'm like, he didn't have dark hair.
I'm seriously tempted to go back and rewind it and look again.
It's just a completely different person.
Right?
They couldn't get that actor back for some reason.
That'd be funny. So Kelly is feeling much better.
Yep.
Life is, as happy as it can be in a hospital.
Yeah, she's talking about reading magazines or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, she's begging, Donna, talk to me about anything not hospital related.
I'm so sick of talking about myself.
Yeah, that ever happens, Jesus. Kelly. Come on.
But even Valerie was like, we're glad you're okay.
Yeah. And I feel like probably she's glad Kelly's not dead.
Yeah, I don't think she wishes Kelly death.
Right. I mean, they seem like they're a little better now.
That term you coined a long time ago, they're frenemies.
Right. So Donna is talking to her about the stress she's having because David won't move in until she tells her mother that he's going to be living
this
there.
This was fucked up, too. Because, Kelly's just been shot. They leave the hospital. They go to the beach house. Kelly's like, Donna's like, I can't help but notice that you left your bag in the car. And he's like, you know where I stand, Donna. I will not stay unless you tell your parents. And she's like, I told you, I will tell them. Because Donna talks to Kelly, and Kelly's like, you know what? You need to tell your parents. She's like, the last thing I said to Brandon before I got shot was, I love you. And she's like, and I probably said it to him 1,000 times, but I was so glad that I got to say I love you one more time. I was there bleeding, thought I was dying, and I was just so grateful that I got to say it to him one more time.
That sounds so stupid to me.
I thought it was... Okay, so I'm not the biggest fan of Ginny Garth, who, in my opinion, it seems like just had the good sense to befriend the daughter of one of the producers so that they have a little group that the other women are excluded from, I guess. That's what it seems like. Not that I'm on Shannon Doherty's side or anything in the tabloids. But, so I'm not, her biggest fan necessarily or anything, but I thought she did an excellent job with the emotion.
Yeah.
And she delivers. It's an understated performance. There's a lot of simplicity in it. The words aren't complicated. You know what I mean? They don't overwrite the situation. Mm-hmm. She doesn't overact the situation. She plays the emotion very straightforward, and it's written very straightforward. And I thought it was effective. I was touched by what she said.
And, I mean, that's cool and everything. I'm not, hating on her. I didn't really notice her acting one way or another. To me, it's the story that doesn't fit because it's just I tell you I love you all the time. Yeah. If I'm laying there dying, am I going to be so grateful that I said I love you one more time? You already know I love you.
Wow.
You know I love you.
What do you want your last words to me to be?
Well, I mean, of course.
Get that pillow off my face.
Maybe.
No, seriously, though.
I mean, it's cool. I get why she would be happy, I guess, about that. But that's her one thought. She's not like, oh, fuck, I don't want to die. Mm-hmm. But I'm just so glad that I told him I love him. I don't know. It just seemed kind of stupid to me.
Okay.
I guess I'm callous or whatever, but...
I understand. I get it.
I'm not as good of a person as you.
I don't think it has anything to do with the goodness of personhood.
Romance. I'm not as romantic as you.
I mean, maybe. But...
What?
One of us did get an edible arrangement for another one.
Yes, that was a lovely anniversary
It was.
gift.
Anyway, so, but David is like being a dick, I think, kind of. Because he's like, I'm not going to stay with you. Her friend just got shot.
Right?
She's probably scared. She doesn't want to be alone. You can't stay over one night? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, he's being not cool.
But he does end up staying over that night.
Does he? I didn't remember.
Yeah, because her mom comes in the morning.
Oh, yeah?
Well, Donna presumably comes the night before. And then her mom comes.
I'm assuming no, actually.
Probably not. After seeing your friend getting shot is probably not an aphrodisiac.
Although, maybe they wanted to do some life affirmation.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I mean, that happens to another grouping that we'll get to.
Yeah.
But her mom comes there, and she's like, "Oh, I heard from Jackie that that Kelly got shot, and I wanted to check on you and everything." And she's like, "Oh, yes, I'm upset."
And in reality, she's just so freaked out that her mom's there and David's hiding. She goes to her room and tells David to hide in the closet. Mm-hmm. That is not okay, Donna.
No, and David's not happy about it. No. She's like, "My mom's here." He's like, "Okay, tell her I'll be out in a minute." And she's like, "It's not funny, David."
I mean, I can see both sides of this because, like, I feel like he's pushing too hard, but at the same time, she's being ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, he's pushing a little bit too hard, but, like, I mean, I can kind of understand her not wanting to say right then when she's literally caught with her pants off. She's in a robe.
Right.
Hey, David's here. But still, she needs to tell her soon.
Yeah.
And she needs to resolve to do that.
Yeah. I think, I don't know, I just feel like that was like a higher power, pushing her in that direction. Exactly. And she's just like, nope, not doing it. So, and
David does hide, though.
Yeah, he does. And later, they're at the hospital, and he's all pissed.
Wait a second, though. Wait a second.
Okay.
Because something else happens.
What?
That's really fucking weird.
What?
Her mom's like, "What's going on, Donna? I can tell when you're hiding something from me." Mm-hmm. And she's like, "You're right, Mom. It's something I didn't want to say. You're not going to like it." And we see Dave in the closet, and he's all like, "Ooh, she's going to say, tell her." Everything. And she goes, "I got fired from my job in Hawaii."
Oh, yeah.
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
What the fuck? I thought it was a lie. She was telling her mom to cover up. But no, apparently it's a reality. She did lose her job. What?
But yeah, they didn't show that at all in the last episode.
We saw the woman being like apologetic. You shouldn't have been put in that position.
Yeah.
But was she like, "And you're never going to be again. You're fired." Like, why didn't we not see that part?
I mean, maybe she only hired her for the one job, but then that's not being fired.
I do not get it.
It did not seem like she got fired.
No, not at all.
Yeah, and then they set her up with another interview. Her dad finds her a second fashion... How does her dad, who's a cardiac surgeon, know all these people in the fashion industry?
I gave Ralph Lauren his new heart.
I mean, it's not like these people are, packing away the Big Macs or something. Like,
right.
Their hearts should be decently sound.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's fucking weird. But so, yeah, she does get another interview, and she does get hired again,
mm-hmm.
but as a personal shopper for this woman that runs a magazine.
Yeah. Yeah, because the woman basically says, like, you have too good a fashion sense to work here because our clothes suck.
Our clothes suck. They're for the masses. They're for the hoi polloi. They're for the people in Michigan, those fucking assholes, right. Is essentially what she says. And then she's like, but I need someone to pick out great stuff for me to wear. And that's you.
It's so weird. Like, how can... I mean, I guess the lady must be a millionaire. Like, you pay one person to pick out your clothes, and that's their whole life salary?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, it's a thing, though. Personal shopper, it's a thing.
Well, yeah, but you're a personal shopper to lots of people working out of an apartment store, not working for one person.
No, I've heard of that before.
Okay.
I've heard of people hiring somebody to be, like, a personal shopper for them. They get, like, they'll buy... So, like, Donna's job would be essentially to choose her outfits, her jewelry, her accessories, like her handbags, stuff like that, shoes. And that's, like, her whole job is to craft her look.
Wow.
Yeah, I've heard of it before. It's not like there's a ton of those jobs just
Right.
lying around, but I've heard of rich people doing that. Yeah,
I mean, it sounds like a fun job, I guess.
yeah, and I mean for them it works out because a lot of them are so busy they don't have time to go to stores and try on different things and figure out what they want, what looks good in them. So they hire someone that they think has good fashion sense to just do it for them.
Yeah. So, I mean, Donna's the only one employed now again.
Yeah. That's true. She is. She's the only one with a job.
Yeah.
I mean, Kelly's job hopefully is still waiting for her.
Right. And
She flaked on them for the beginning of the job and then got shot.
well, and then, like, David's job is, owner of the After Dark, but, like, that doesn't seem like it's going to last much longer.
No, it's not doing well.
Yeah. It's a shame that, like, he paid Valerie all this money that she then turned around and lost, and now he's going to just lose all his money, too, because the business is going to go under. It's like they're both just going to broke.
Yeah, and I guess Nat will be affected in some way.
Well, yeah, he's part owner, right?
Yeah, he is. But he never seems to care what's going on with the After Dark.
He's a silent partner.
But yeah, so like you said, back at the hospital, he's pissed, David, because she hasn't told her mom yet.
Yeah.
He's like, I'd like to come out of the closet now.
Yeah. He's acting all sulky and stuff. And it's like, this is not about you. This is not the time for you to make this about you. But whatever.
And they're back at the hospital because things have taken a turn for the worst. What?
They have?
Yeah, for Kelly.
I didn't realize that happened already. Okay.
Well, I mean, I think it did.
Okay. So at some point, Brandon calls Kelly.
Tries to.
And a nurse answers the phone and says that
she's dying. You better get up here.
Yeah, basically. Which is like insane to me that they just answer the phone and be like, yeah, get up here to somebody who's not even her family.
All right, you're her boyfriend. Get up here.
But
she wants to say she loves you one more time.
It turns out
she's had a yawn attack.
Right.
It's killing her.
No, she's had a pulmonary embolism.
Yeah, correct.
So a blood clot traveled into her lungs.
Yep.
And the doctor says that her brain was deprived of oxygen for some period of time. Yeah.
Right.
So.
But she should make a full recovery, he says. But her brain's been deprived of oxygen. And I thought to myself, in a shitty soap opera, they would do some amnesia thing. And I even said, when she wakes up at the end of the episode, I was like, who are you? And then Brandon's all like, oh my God, you're back. I love you so much. Let me kiss you on the forehead. Let me give you little cheek kisses and stuff. And she's like, who are you?
Yeah.
And my eyes rolled so far back in my head.
It's upsetting. It's really upsetting to me. Like, why are they doing this?
So Kelly's going to have amnesia.
Yeah. And why does everything happen to Kelly?
And how long is this going to last? Is this going to be one episode? Or is it like by the time the next episode airs, is it going to be where we watch it? Is it going to be like, oh yeah, I had amnesia for a little bit off camera.
Right.
But I'm fine now.
I would imagine they'll at least do one episode of the amnesia.
Oh my God. So stupid.
Yeah. So in the meantime, though,
she's going to be thinking about Dylan.
Right.
Like Dylan will come back, and that'll be what does it. We have the new Dylan, Noah.
So yeah, okay, let's talk about Noah. You're kind of derailing. It's like a ping pong ball.
I'm so sorry. I'm thinking of things.
So Noah and Valerie leave the hospital together the first night when Donna or when Kelly had originally gotten shot.
He's like, "Can you drive me to the marina?" She's like, "Yeah, sure." And I'm thinking to myself, Donna's already set up that boat thing he's going to sleep in.
Maybe, I don't know, but that's not where he goes.
No,
he goes to a fucking random rich person's house. Mm-hmm. Does he even know no one's home?
No.
I don't.
How does he even know that house is there? Because he's like, "That's where we're going," and he points to the house.
Well, I think he just saw it.
And she's like, "Oh, whose house is that?" And he goes, "I don't know."
Yeah, and they just hop in the pool.
Yeah, and well, now I have to thank Noah for this, because Noah jumps into the pool, and then Valerie, aka Tiffany Amber Thiessen, takes off her blouse and her pants or whatever she's wearing.
Yeah, she strips down to her bra and panties.
Yeah, which is...
They're nice bra and panties, and she looks hot.
It was nice.
It was very nice.
It was a good scene. It's something the show could use more of. But they're swimming in the pool, and he's all like, his dialogue is literally, I'm a bad boy, but I'm like a safe bad boy that you can be okay with, and like, I'm not threatening to suburban white girls who are going to fall in love with me. And it's not convincing at all, but he's clearly supposed to be Dylan.
Yeah. So, I mean, they obviously, fuck. And he spends the night at her house.
Yeah.
So
I guess they go back to her house.
Yeah, like, that was weird, too. Like, there's no explanation. They're just in bed together at her house. And he hops up in the morning and leaves.
Yep.
So she's pissed. She wakes up mad.
When they get back, when he sees her at the hospital.
No, she goes to the marina to yell at him.
Oh, yeah, that's right. No, they see each other at the hospital briefly. But she does go to the marina to yell at him. And he's like, oh, hey, what's up? I'm going to go sailing. You want to go with me? And she's like, no. Like, what the fuck? Why did you leave? You could have at least left a note. And then, like, later he goes, it's on the refrigerator. And she was like, what? And he goes, the note. And she's like, what did it say? And he goes, bye. I think he said see you later or something like that or whatever. But it's like, it might as well be that. Like, why even leave a note if that's what the note is?
Yeah. Oh, my gosh. So, yeah, I guess they're a thing-ish right now.
Who knows? They're going to have a complicated on-again, off-again relationship because he's Dylan.
And
she's Brenda.
She can't be with anybody. It's just how it is.
Yeah, exactly. No one can look at gorgeous Tiffany Amber Thiessen and say, I'd like to have a relationship with her.
Yeah, that's weird. So at the hospital, Donna goes to the chapel. Because,
into the chapel and I'm gonna get lost of my virginity.
Mm.
Sorry.
Her mom's in there.
Yes.
And she tells her.
She tells her, David and I are living together and he has taken my flower.
She does not say that.
And she's like, I don't want to talk about this.
Yeah.
And she's like, I'm proud, Mom. I'm not ashamed. I waited until I was in love and in a committed relationship to have sex, and then I did, and I'm fine with it. And she won't even look at her.
Yeah. Her mom won't talk to her, won't look at her. Like, what the hell, lady?
Her mom is an awful person.
I don't like her at all. And her mom cheated on her dad, and her mom wasn't a virgin when she got married.
No.
So I don't really understand why her mom is so judgmental.
Her mom had an abortion, too, didn't she?
Yeah.
Or a miscarriage or something.
Something. I don't remember which, but yeah. So, yeah, she needs to knock it the fuck off. But David's super happy.
Yeah. David's like, well, I'm glad you did this in a hospital. Did she get admitted? He's making jokes and everything. He's fucking smoking cigars.
Right? But, yeah, so yay for them, I guess.
Yeah, but she's like, I don't know. She'll get over it. Whatever. Fuck her. And her mom walks away, like walks past her without saying anything.
And then for Steve, before Kelly... slips back out into the coma world or whatever. Because when we started, she's in surgery. So somewhere in here, though, she asked him to take Erin to her soccer game again, which is where we saw what's-her-face last time.
Yeah.
And
Joe.
Is that her name?
I don't know. It's something weird.
So he sees
Amy?
her. I don't know. He sees the new love interest person.
Yeah. Horseface.
Yeah. And
no offense to the actress.
No.
What's her name again?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I should know.
I don't remember.
But I can't remember.
Hilary Swank.
Yeah, that was it. So, I don't know. They're getting along now. I remember, that occurring, but I can't remember anything. It was, such a nothing scene, really.
Oh, okay. Well, so afterwards they go to the Peach Pit. And she's like, hey, thanks for getting me fired and stuff. And he's like, yeah, okay. Whatever.
Well, yeah.
No personal responsibility, I guess.
He told her he knew somebody was hiring, and then he took her to the Peach Pit.
Because Nat's all harried in another episode.
Yeah.
Another scene. There's a 5-minute scene where Nat was like, I'm so busy, I could use a Hilary Swank type.
Right.
And so he's like, hey, here's the girl I was telling you about. And he was like, hey, can you fucking wait tables? You're hired.
Right. He's like, can you start right now? So she's all smiles and
She's
happy.
going to work at the Peach Pit. She's gone from a luxury fucking restaurant where she probably made $50 tips to the Peach Pit where she's going to get a quarter.
And her and Steve and Aaron and this lady's son sat and had a meal at the Peach Pit together. So.
And they all flirted and everything, and it was fun. Not all of them, the two of them.
So, I mean, I guess...
The kids didn't flirt.
Right. So I guess at least Steve's having a happy episode.
Although later she gets pissed at him.
Again?
Yeah, well, he says something like, hey, how about a date? And she's like, I don't know, Steve. I don't know about this. And she's like, what do you do for a living anyway? And he lies and says he's a sports agent.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, and look at that female basketball star for CU. That's one of my clients. And he goes and talks to her and is like, hey, can I be your client? Or can you be my client? And she's like, I don't know. Maybe. And he's like, well, I'll get you into the Peach Pit After Dark, that place that we drank illegally after hours. And she's like, okay. So she goes to the Peach Pit After Dark. He hugs her. And then Hilary Swank comes out from the Peach Pit before dark or whatever and says, oh, who the fuck is this you're hugging? She gets all pissed off.
Yeah, it's so weird.
And he's like, this is one of my clients. And she's like, potential client. And he's like, potential client.
But, like, yeah, it makes no fucking sense. Cause,
she goes,
like,
you know that date? No.
Yeah, but, like, why? Just because he hugged another woman?
Yeah. If he's going to be an agent, he's going to be hugging lots of people.
Yeah.
You ever see these agents hug their meal tickets? I mean, athletes when they get drafted or whatever.
Jerry Maguire sure hugged a lot of people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. She's a psycho. Whatever.
Yeah. I think she's a weirdo, and I hope she doesn't stick around, but she's in the main theme song. Not doing a chest bump to Noah, but she's there.
Right. So, and then we end with Kelly with amnesia.
Yeah. And does anybody else have any storylines? I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think we talked about everybody.
All right.
So.
Well, I guess that's the episode, then, isn't it?
It is. So you can write us at latefee1994AOL.com.
Yeah, that's right.
Check out our website at www.retrolatefee.com and share the tapes with your friends.
And if this is the last time you ever listen to one of our episodes, we just want to say we love you.
Okay.
Have a good day. Bye.
Bye.